Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're looking at a guide from the website Blood Test UK, and it's all about a really simple health check, the testosterone blood test.
That's right. And our goal today is, well, pretty straightforward. We want to make it super clear why checking this hormone is important for, your general health, your energy.
Right.
And also show you just how easy it is to get it done locally, especially if you're around Portsmouth. We'll keep the language really simple, just talking about this body stuff plainly.
Okay, so let's get into it. What does measuring this one hormone actually tell us? And maybe more importantly, what are the real benefits of knowing your levels?
Well, fundamentally, a testosterone blood test just checks how much of this key hormone you have in your blood. It's quick.
How quick are we talking?
Oh, less than 10 minutes for the actual blood draw. You can get it done at a local clinic, maybe your GP, or a hospital there in Portsmouth. It's really straightforward.
And why do the experts in Portsmouth, the doctors and specialists, think this is so crucial? I saw Blood Test UK mentioned it's especially for men over 40.
Yeah, exactly. Endocrinologists, the hormone specialists, they really emphasize monitoring this because levels do naturally tend to decrease as men get older, particularly after 40. It's just a natural process.
But it can cause issues if it drops too much.
It can, yes. If those levels dip too low, sometimes they call it hypogonadism, which is just a medical way of saying the body isn't producing enough testosterone on its own.
Okay, so it's about catching that. But the guide on Blood Test UK also talks about a whole list of benefits, like feeling better day to day.
Absolutely. That's the feel better list, as you could call it. Getting tested, knowing your numbers, especially early on, can really help you feel better and stay healthier for longer.
So what kind of things are on that list?
Well, the guide mentions things like having more energy, feeling less tired all the time. It can help with mood too, maybe feeling less down or anxious. And then there are physical things like improved muscle strength, even better bone density.
Wow, that covers a lot.
It does. It can also play a role if you're struggling with putting on weight or finding it hard to concentrate. Sometimes it even gives clues about fertility issues.
That's quite a range from one test.
It really is, because testosterone affects so many different systems in the body.
So if someone in Portsmouth is thinking, oh, okay, maybe I should check this, where do they actually go?
Good question. You've got quite a few options right there in Portsmouth, which is great. You could talk to your local GP surgery. There's the Queen Alexandra Hospital.
Right.
Or even private places like Spire Portsmouth Hospital. Blood Test UK points out there's good access locally.
And getting ready for the test, is there anything special you need to do?
Yes, preparation is simple, but really important for getting an accurate number. The main thing is fasting.
Fasting, like no food.
Exactly. No food or drink except for water for about 8 to 12 hours before the test.
Okay, that takes a bit of planning.
It does, but it's key. Also, getting a decent night's sleep beforehand and definitely avoiding alcohol for about 24 hours is important too. Just helps make sure the result is reliable.
Makes sense. Then you get the results back. What sort of numbers are considered normal?
So, for adult men, the general range for total testosterone is typically somewhere between 300 and 1,000 nanograms per deciliter, or NGDL.
300 to 1,000, that sounds like a big range.
It is quite wide, yeah. And that's why the number itself is just the start. The most crucial step, really, is talking it through with a healthcare professional there in Portsmouth.
Why is that?
Because they can look at your specific number, consider your age, any symptoms you might have, maybe even look at free testosterone, that's the amount readily available to your body, and explain what it all means for you. It's not just about falling inside or outside that big range.
Got it. So it's personalized advice.
Exactly. Personalized to you and your situation.
Okay, so summing this up then, what's the main thing we want people to take away from this deep dive into the Blood Test UK guide?
I think the key takeaway is pretty simple. Knowing your number through early, maybe regular, testing gives you power. It lets you take control.
Control how?
Well, whether it leads to simple lifestyle tweaks like focusing on better sleep, maybe diet changes, more exercise, or perhaps discussing medical support if needed, understanding that testosterone level is just a really useful tool for managing your health long term and, frankly, just feeling better day to day.
Right, taking that proactive step.
Precisely.
Okay, so here's something to think about as we wrap up. If knowing just one simple number, like your testosterone level from a quick test, could lead to noticeable boosts in your energy, your strength, even your mood, what other simple health check might give you the biggest lift in feeling great tomorrow? Something to consider. We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.